last part, the easy part. So at the beginning, I referenced that when you sign your representation agreement or your listing agreement, technically you're signing it with the broker, and myself as the agent is just acting on behalf of the broker. We're able to sign documents and everything because we're an independent contractor with them and we have policies in place, but your agreement is technically with the broker. So this bottom part gives you our designated broker's information, our associate broker's information, our supervising broker's information. You get contacts. So if for some reason, and I've been told I have to use a different analogy going forward, but if I was hit by a bus, won the lottery is the more positive version of that, then the broker can step in, or the broker can assign another agent to it because your contract is with them. So this bottom part of the document tells you the name, the phone number, the license number, the email. So if I don't respond in 24, 48 hours, if I'm on vacation, if you're worried I was hit by a bus, or if you're excited I maybe have won the lottery and I'm doing something super exciting, and will apologize profusely for not being there for you, then your next point of contact would be broker, and they would resolve the situation, find you answers, and if they had to, they would find another agent for you. So it's really important that not only when you pick your agent that you're also researching the broker, because at the end of the day, surprises, I've had my fair share of surprises in this industry and in my time in this profession. You never know what's going to happen. So do your due diligence, research your agent, research your broker, make sure they're a good fit for you, that you can communicate well, and make sure that you feel comfortable if you decide to work with them and move forward with that representation agreement, that you feel comfortable telling them the information that's really hard to share, because at the end of the day, we cannot advocate for you unless you're able to communicate with us and tell us the hard things. And that is probably the hardest part of this job, is that it's the biggest purchase of someone's life. And we ask a lot of questions, or at least I do. I have checklists galore. I'm very system oriented. I love my data. I love reducing risk. And so for me, that's my big thing. I want to be able to run down these questions with you and have you feel like you can answer them and not feel judged and not feel worried about why I'm asking the questions. Because at the end of the day, it's either so that I can reduce your risk in your offer, reduce your risk in the transaction, mostly to inform you and advise you, and then you get to make the decision. It's always your decision once you have the information. So that is the breakdown of that document. That is the breakdown of why it is such an important document and why we do want to represent you, even though it's a big, scary task to take on, or maybe not scary, overwhelming, especially with a stranger that you've probably never met. And so you're sitting here having to make a decision of, do I trust this person? Will they do what I need them to do? And the answer is yes, hopefully, if you ask the right questions, if you're comfortable providing the information so that they can inform and advise you, then yes. If you're not comfortable giving that information, then it just makes our job really hard. And we do end up in situations where we didn't advocate for you, but we didn't know we weren't advocating for you. So take all of that information, and the next time you meet an agent at an open house, or for a random showing, or at a listing appointment, just think about what that means for you, what information you want to share, and what information you want to hold until you make that decision of who is the right fit for me.